I am finally recording something after not recording something for quite a long time. I attempted to record this intro last night at like 11 o'clock at night. I decided not to use that footage because I looked like a gremlin and I sounded like a gremlin. It is now 10:30 at night. I have class tomorrow. I have to get up at 7:30, but I'm just not tired. I look tired, but I'm not. Yesterday I called in sick to work because I had stomach flu, but today I'm feeling a lot better and I've been up for a few hours with class and stuff, so I decided I would re-record this. So like the title says, this is gonna be a room tour video. If you don't want to hear anything about me or I don't know, like my life and stuff, I'm gonna give a really quick life update in the beginning here, so if you don't want to see that and you're just here for my room, I will leave a timestamp for you guys to skip to. But basically, the short version of what I've been up to for the past like half a year. I moved, in case you guys forgot, since I haven't uploaded since Midwest in July, and even that was like not at my house, that was at a con. For the past 2 years I have been in a dorm and I am finally out of the dorms. I moved into this place back in May, and when I'm recording this it is now December, so I've been here for quite a while now. I'm definitely fully settled in. I rent this place with 2 other gals, and this is a duplex, so we have a 3 to 4 bedroom house, however you want to classify it. We have 3 actual bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and then we have a bonus room, which could be a 4th bedroom, family room. We use it for our sewing room. So as I go through this room tour, you're gonna notice I don't really have a lot of cosplay stuff up here, and that's because it's all right below me. And I also work at the costume shop on campus for UW Eau Claire's theater. That's another thing, is I transferred out of UW Stout, so I'm actually going to UW Eau Claire now. So I'm in my 3rd year of college now, and I am now studying creative writing as a major, and my minor is theater arts, so I get to do a lot of stuff that I really enjoy. It's a lot of fun. This whole year, like summer and semester and everything, has definitely been a really big adjustment period for me because I wasn't not ready to move out. I've been ready to move out for a couple of years now, but it was kind of difficult, I guess, to really get my footing with my finances and everything, and kind of making new social circles up here and all of that. But I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now. I have a really awesome group of friends up here who I love a lot. My financial situation is not the best, but I'm alive and I can pay my bills, so that's awesome. Speaking of social circles, I recently joined Daikon Cosplay, which is a cosplay group with 6 gals in it. 2 of them are my roommates, 1 of them is me, and then the others, 1 of them lives in Eau Claire and 2 of them are from the cities. It might not seem like a really big deal to you guys, but to me it is a really big deal. Daikon is a really close-knit group of gals, and it really meant a lot to me that they even would think to extend that offer to me. So I'm really excited about that. From now on you'll be able to find our Facebook page link in my down bar down below. I also believe we have a YouTube channel, but it's not really used very often, so I can link that too if you guys are interested to see. I know that there's some older videos that are on there. Don't worry, this does not mean that I'm gonna stop being active on my own social medias. Like, I'm still using FairyKeese on Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram. Yeah, so that happened. My parents back in Madison got a new cat, so now we have 3 cats. This is a picture of her. Her name is Frankie. We found her, well, a family friend found her in a ditch on the side of the road, and we ended up taking her in. So she's about 6-7 months old as of now. And then in October, I had the absolute privilege of going to see BTS live in Chicago. I went with somebody who is now a really, really important and awesome friend to me, but it's actually really crazy how I ended up going to that concert. I think I'm gonna save that for another video, but it was honestly, like, not to be over dramatic, but it was honestly a life-changing concert. Like, it was so surreal. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. I'm still paying off the ticket for it. I definitely put a lot of money into that concert, but I don't regret it at all. It was amazing. So I think I'm gonna make a separate video talking about my experience with that because I could talk for quite a while about that. And DaishoCon happened just a couple weeks ago. I actually ended up not vlogging at DaishoCon because I've been saying all year that, like, I need to take a weekend for myself, like, that's sorry for my vlog, blah blah blah, in every single vlog. And I just decided that I really actually needed to take a weekend for myself and not vlog and just hang out with friends and forget about like schoolwork and actual work and all the stuff I have going on in my life. So it was a really amazing weekend. I didn't go too heavy cosplay wise. If you guys want to see what I did at Daisho, I am a lot more active on my Instagram, which is also FairyKeese, so you guys can go see photos from DaishoCon on there. So let's get going into the tour. Okay, so this is the outside of my room. This is our living room. Whoa, sneak peek. I do like a kind of living room house tour thingy in my moving vlog that you guys may or may not have seen at this point. But I've got this little bun on my door. So we're just gonna head in and shut the door. Okay, so I'm currently standing with my back to the door, so I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a little bit of a pan view. Okay, so this is the door that I just came in from the living room. I have a BTS Love Yourself poster and a Hotshot Early Flowering poster. I love Hotshot a lot, so I was super excited to like get my hands on some physical merch for them. We'll talk about K-pop more later. And then that little sign there I just got from Target back when we had Halloween stuff out yet. And then the second door here, I've got a couple Haikyuu posters on here from like a few Anime Midwests ago, but this actually leads into my bathroom. This is just like a small sneak peek at my bathroom because it doesn't really matter. I technically have the master bedroom in this house, so this is like my bedroom or my bathroom, but this is the one that people use when they come over because it's attached to the living room, so it's not truly mine, but you know. And then right to the left here, this is my altar. If you guys didn't know, I am a practicing Wiccan, which is I guess you could say it's a branch of paganism. So I'm kind of gonna start from up here and work my way down. So this wreath I got as a housewarming gift from one of my dear best friends, Mallory. It's so pretty. I was actually gonna change it out for like different seasons, but I ended up not because I just really like it a lot. So that's there. And then I have this little shelf guy. I don't know where it's from because this shelf and the other two that I'll get to later are actually, they used to be my roommates. So I have no idea where they're from, but I just keep some of my witch stuff up here. I've got the boxes for my 2 decks of tarot cards, and then my crystal ball, pendulum. My candle that's burning right now usually sits right here. A couple other candles, and then like some salt and a few different herbs and stuff. Like there's some catnip back there and rose petals. This little print I got at DaishoCon this year. I believe the artist was Rezubi, and I love her a lot. They have a lot of really cute stuff right now, so I think they have an Etsy if you guys want to check that out. And then this is the actual like workspace of my altar. Over here, this little ceramic guy is also from Target, from the dollar section back when we had Halloween stuff. Down to the side here, I have my broom. I made that for Mabon this year. It was a lot of fun. And then I have a larger cauldron. Again, this is from Target when we had Halloween stuff. It's actually ceramic, so I can burn stuff inside it, which is nice. Back up here, I have like a pile of crystals. Most of these I got from a friend who, I guess kind of you could call them my mentor, I guess. They kind of got me involved in this a few years ago and then helped me get started. So that's mostly from them. This is the tarot deck that I use the most. It's actually this one right here. So I use Believing Heart Tarot most of the time. This is actually a Little Witch Academia tarot deck, which is an anime if you guys are not aware. I go to a tarot reading group every single week pretty much, so I just bring that with me every time I go so that we can do readings. This channel has nothing to do with witchcraft, but I've actually become a lot more comfortable with tarot readings in the past, I don't know, 6 months or so. So I'm kind of considering doing a video about them on my side channel, so let me know if you guys would be interested. Then like some other witch stuff, I have a piece of citrine, another cauldron. That one I use most of the time, and again that one is also from my friend Wesley, who gave me all the crystals and stuff. This ghost was a gift from my boyfriend a couple years ago, and then this is just a jar of full moon water. And then I've got that candle burning. I've got the God and Goddess candles. I need a matching God candle because like him large and him small, but this is like high key from the dollar store and they didn't have any black ones, so I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for that. And then sage and my incense holder with a ton of ash next to it. And down here, this is where I keep more of like my books. Obviously I have Quite the obsession with Tasty Peach Studios. All these little cats are all by Tasty Peach. They're called Meowchi. I think my official count right now is I have 13, which is a lot. These plushies are all from various places though, so if you have questions about them, let me know and I can try to remember where they're from. But here I just have some reference books. This is my grimoire, so that has like practical information about like what different tools are for and things like that. This book that's sitting down here is my Book of Shadows, so that is a more personal book that has like spells and things like that inside. This is more like a magical journal, and my grimoire is more like a textbook, if that makes any sense. I have a crap ton of like tea lights out right now because I used a bunch of them the other day. And then I keep all my incense in here. It's really like not organized, it's just kind of piled. But this one is my favorite ever. This is Morningstar green tea incense. I love it a lot because it's just really mild and nice. And then this pillow is also from the Target dollar section. And this altar is about kneeling height for me, so I usually will either kneel or sit on this. I use this for meditating too. And then that journal I bring with me to tarot so that I can record my spreads in it. So that's it for the altar. Immediately next to my altar we have my closet door. On it I have a print of Kyari Pamu Pamu and a Tadashi Yamaguchi print from Haikyuu. He is my best boy. Hanging I have my Fjallraven backpack, which I actually don't really use that much anymore. I have an Ida bag now that I use more, and then this tube is for cleaning my fish tank. So we're just gonna kind of pop in here. I have a huge closet. Every closet in our house is really big, which is awesome. But it's a walk-in, as you can tell. So I just have like jackets and dresses and stuff in here. I have a lot of shoes. Most of them I don't wear. Like these are cosplay shoes. I don't really wear my Osiris's a lot anymore, but they're still here. I have a TV monitor in here because I wanted to do a monitor head at some point, so that might happen, it might not. These are all documents from the No Brand Con cosplay contest. They don't really have a home, so they're just kind of there. Then this dresser is just filled with like random stuff. Like this one has like a swimsuit in it and like a broken bra that has the underwire sticking out and like a shit ton of tea lights. This is just kind of like extra storage for me. On top I have some cosplay stuff, kind of. This is more stuff that I'm currently working on. So all this fluff that you see up here is for my Amaterasu cosplay. It's actually brushed yarn. This is what it looks like when you finish brushing it, and then you have to flat iron it to get it to look nice and pretty. This is for the tail. I've been working on this for a really long time and I'm kind of taking a break from it right now, but that's what that is. And then there's like some dance tights back there, my mint wig, which has like fucked up bangs right now, and then my BTS snapback, and I have like the big figure box for like, I think it's called the Swan Princess or Crane Priestess, that's what it's called, Crane Priestess Miku, and then this, which I've been meaning to send to a YouTuber for a while. All my figure boxes hide up here. This is all of them. It might not seem like it because I have like 50, but that is all of my figure boxes, aside from a couple that I use for like risers. My figure parts hide right there. I use like these little craft bead organizers for that. And then this is where my Madoka skirt lives because it's really big. That's my discarded Peach wig that I need to fix before I shoot with her again. And then I keep all my wigs in these bins up here. As you can see, they're like labeled with what wigs are in there. And then this is just like various bullshit. So that's my closet. I also have a full-length mirror. So this is what I look like today. Hello. Okay, so that's it for the closet. Above my closet I have a couple little like postcard thingies. These are from the Pokemon Center in Japan. I think they came with some stickers that I have on a different wall. But that's those, they're really cute. And then next to it I have all of my badges from all the cons that I've been to over the past 5 years. Over here is my video game collection, I guess. If you really look at this, it's not as cool as you think it is because like half of the DS games are like from when I was like 11, so they're all those like animal games and stuff like that. And that, so it's DS, 3DS, and then Wii is down here, and I have one whole GameCube game. I kind of want to go through and take out the games that I don't want anymore because there are a lot of games that I don't want. I also have a couple memorial boxes up here for some cats that I had that passed away. This is for Tabby, and she passed away about a year and a half ago, and then this is for Peanut, who passed away almost just over 2 years ago now. So they both passed in my freshman year of college. Peanut was only, I think, 8, but Tabby was more like 17, so she was an old girl. Peanut suffered a stroke, which was really sad, but we ended up keeping like a little thing of their paw print and then some fur and a whisker, and my friend commissioned a little sticker of Peanut for me from an artist at a Daishocon at some point. Next to that is my Kpop Shelf, which you may or may not recognize. I actually recently had to end up splitting my K-pop between this shelf and that one, which we will get to. So this one is exclusively BTS now, because I am working on owning their entire discography. At this point in my life, I am too broke to afford that. So I kind of have it chronological. So at the top, I have one of my Love Yourself Her albums. Once I get all of them, I'm planning on having like one CD out from each of them, and then these are all the photo card that I have from the Love Yourself albums. And then as you can see down here, I have all 4 of the Her albums and then one of Tear and one of Answer, just because money. Like I said, I eventually want to own all of them, you know, because it's a discography, so this will be mostly full with the Love Yourself albums. I don't remember what album these came with, but I got a bunch of photo card with one of my albums. So I just kind of like painter's taped them to some string and like hung them up like a little garland because I thought it was cute. Down here I have the 2 Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1 albums. I have Jin and Jungkook's photo cards. And then I have Wings You Never Walk Alone, and I have Suga and a group photo card. I know those are out of order, but these ones are really tall, so I had to fit them where they would fit. And then I have Dark and Wild with Jin's photo card and School Love Affair with J-Hope's, and then I have Too Cool for School down here, so I'm missing several several albums, but we will get there eventually, and this will hopefully be filled with my beautiful boyos. Over here is just my dresser. There's nothing super interesting. I was gifted this ceramic cat from somebody, and so now I own it, and everybody thinks it's terrifying, so I love her. And then this is a photo of my boyfriend, and then I have like collars and a couple of my DS's here and my like tiny MP3 player. And then just a couple prints and my ears and like my car keys are right there too. Up above here on these shelves, again, these are from my roommate, so I have no idea where they're from. But I have like my Instax Mini 8 camera and then the photo album for said camera. I have a couple Lucky Cats. One of them is decorated like Kuro Tetsuro from Haikyuu. And then I have the Alolan Vulpix plush, that is also from the Pokemon Center in Japan. Behind it, I have a cosplay pattern for a school uniform by Faunina, who used to go by Mango Cyrene. I have yet to use the pattern, but it looks cute up there, so it's just gonna stay there. And then up top, I have a couple figures. I have a like solar-powered Lucky Cat that I couldn't fit on my window, Alice in Wonderland pop figure, Cynthia Nendroid and N Nendroid, and then my first place trophy from Daishocon 2015. So backing up a little bit, over here is my bed. I love this bed frame a lot. It's like perfect and goth, and there are drawers underneath. I promise there's no weird shit in here. If I could get it open with my foot, there we go. So this one just has like tools and like random shit in it, and the other one just has extra blankets. This comforter is from Hot Topic. My sheets, if you can see them, have like animals on them. These are from Target. This blanket was a gift last year, and then this cat blanket is also from Target from when we had Halloween stuff. As you can see, I love Target and I loved Halloween. This is my laptop Jeffrey. He is 4 or 5 years old this year. I love him. And hiding under the covers, we have my Zen body pillow. He's been around for like 2 years and I love him a lot. I just got a new pillow insert for him like today, so he is back to being not flat. For stuff that I have on the wall, I have 2 Pentagon posters. One of them is from Positive and the other one is from Thumbs Up. Okay, so the story behind how I got these posters. So when Edon ended up having his contract terminated and leaving Cube, I was really sad because he was my favorite rapper from Pentagon. So literally like hours after the news broke, I went on eBay and I was like, I'm gonna buy a signed Pentagon album. So I bought Positive because it's my favorite one. It has Shine on it. And I specifically wanted one that would have Edon's autograph on it, obviously, so I didn't go for thumbs up, even though it's their most recent. So I went for Shine. It was like $80, but it was fine. And then at DaishoCon, I got an email from the seller, and the seller was like, hey, we were about to send you your album, but when we got to it, we noticed it has water damage, so we're gonna refund you. And I was like, cool. So I went searching for a different Pentagon album. Well, specifically, I still wanted Shine autographed, but nobody was selling one, so I ended up getting a different one, which you'll see later. But the seller that had the water damaged Shine album was like, well, message us next time that you purchase from us and we'll send you some free stuff. So I bought something else from them like a couple days later, which is how I ended up with my Hot Shot album, and they sent me these 2 posters, so that was kind of neat. So yeah, long story short, I got those 2 posters for free. I'm kind of sad that the positive one doesn't have Edon on it because he's my best boy. And then thumbs up he wasn't part of. So I don't have anything with Edon, and the photo cards I got in the album that I bought also were not Edon, which kind of sucks, but I still really like them. And then I've got a couple BTS posters, Yumiko Jabami poster from Kakegurui, and then NCT 127 Cherry Bomb that came out like last year. I want to get a different NCT poster just because this one is so large and it takes up like 3 posters worth of space. So if I get a different NCT poster, that one is going to come down just so I can have more space for more boyos. Over here we have another frickin' BTS poster, and then a couple Haikyuu prints, specifically with my husband Kuro Tetsuro featured on them. And then I've just got like these lights. I used to have these in my dorm, if you guys remember. These used to hang above my bed, and then these ones that go around my room used to hang under my bed, so they are still being used. In the corner I have a Lapras plush that I got at Daisho. It was only $30 and it's like super big and I love it a lot. Up above my window I have a bunch of bows. These are all origami. Our friend Erin does them every year for Christmas, so I'm excited to add more to that this year. I've got my plants at the windowsill, and then a couple of like little solar dudes. This guy's looking a little brown, so I should probably, you know, help him out. Got my salt lamp. I got my little Stormy plush. My friend Phil from UW Stout got this for me. He got this for me back in like February when my first fish Lance died. And then nothing too crazy down there, just like vitamins that I have to take because I'm a vegetarian and I'm iron deficient. And like a couple Tokyo Mew Mew books. Next, my nightstand is my fish. This is Sidon. He is a koi betta fish. Plakat is his fin type, whatever. I got him in like June. Excuse all the algae in his tank. I know I need to like clean it up. The plan with this tank is I have this divider on the floor. If you can see it, it's like thick plastic, black. So I'm gonna divide this 10-gallon in half, and I'm gonna get a second fish so that they can be separate, and I'm actually gonna plant this tank. But I just haven't gotten around to that, so Sidon has the whole tank to himself right now. Next to Sidon, I have some Pokemon prints. These are the stickers I was talking about before that are from the Pokemon Center. And then this is my cube of figures. I'm not gonna like go through every single individual figure, but I have quite a few. This whole top section is devoted to Miku because she is a wifey. I have this little frame I used to keep people's senior pictures on, but everybody whose senior pictures I had, I'm not friends with anymore. So I have like some Instax mini pictures, and then I have some of my best friend Rachel. So like that one's of my boyfriend, that one's of Rachel, that's my dad and my sister. So just various people that I care about. I've got like my journal here, which you will never see the inside of, like beach. There's a lot of stuff in there and a lot of sad stuff. This is my fish Wada. I don't know where he is right now. There you are. Hi, bud. He has a tumor happening. He's had that since like June. He is a dragon betta fish. In his coloring, he's actually Delta Dragon Metallic is his type. And they are actually really prone to having tumors. So the reason that he looks so sad with like his fin rot and everything is because he was living in 1 gallon before while I was treating him because I thought it was bacterial or a parasite or something. But that, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. That ended up not being the case, so now he's back in here, but his water quality was not as good for a while, which is why his fins look really bad. I'm currently trying to treat his fin rot, and he also has some swim bladder problems on top of the tumor, so this baby boy is very sick, but I'm doing my best to give him a good life. So that's Wada, and then I just have like various bullshit on my desk. And then up here is my bulletin board. This is pretty much the same as the last time you guys saw it. Just has like keychains and like a phone case that I don't want to use because it's too cute, and when I used it, it was getting dirty. Next to it I have another bulletin board. I like to put to-do lists and stuff on this one. This shit came with my Love Yourself Answer album, and it's so fucking cute that I can't bring myself to use any of the stickers, so it's just gonna live there. And then this was a free photo card that I got with those posters that I was talking about before. That board has my like finances on it, so I'm just gonna kind of block that out a little bit for you guys. But I have a Okami print next to it, and then that little sign I got from the BTS concert. And then down below, I just recently got this cube guy because I had a bunch of stuff that I needed to put somewhere. So the top of it is kind of a mess. I have like a card from my grandma from Thanksgiving, and then those binders are actually Pokemon cards. If you are a true OG watcher of my channel, you might remember when I used to do PokeTubing. So this was like my life for a while, but I have a couple sets here that I would like to finish. So I brought the binders up here from Madison so that I could work on completing those. And then down here is the rest of my K-pop albums. So I just ran through and put some like colored lights throughout this thing. I didn't have quite enough to get through the bottom, but it doesn't matter because there's nothing exciting down there. I have a couple more Meowchi here that just like didn't fit on my altar. So this cube right here, I have Impact albums. I have 2 of them. I always forget what that yellow one is called. I really can't like remember what it's called off the top of my head. I want to say it's Revolution, but I think that's wrong. And then I have Lollipop, which is their first album, and if you guys can see, it's actually autographed. And then I have NCT 127 with a Mark photo card. That's Cherry Bomb, by the way, sorry, I forgot to say. In here I have the Eau de Vix album, and then, which is not a CD, it's the, I forget what they're called, but it's like a little thing like that's like this big that you plug into your computer or your phone. Anyway. So I have the Eau de Vix album, and then I have Whisper by Vix LR, and then in the back, if you can see, I have the Hotshot Early Flowering album. And then here is my pride and joy. This is Pentagon's first mini album, which is just self-titled Pentagon. I literally just got this in the mail like today or yesterday. I'm really excited to own this. It wasn't too much money. It was definitely not cheap, but I'm really happy to have it just because I know all 10 of their signatures are on there, so that just makes me super happy. I'm not really sure what I want to do with these photo cards yet, just because like I want the album to not be blocked. Like normally I lean the photo cards against the album, but it's so pretty that I don't want to block any of the signatures, so Jinho is just off to the side here, so I'm sorry my son, but I'll figure out what to do with that at some point. Down here I have a couple Pokemon card things like card sleeves and binder pages, and then I have this like really old Pokemon card holder thingy. If you look inside, like it's got some real old stuff in there. And then I have my textbooks for this semester, which is almost done. I'm so excited to be done. Look at this thick boy that I had to read. Half of them are rentals and half of them I had to buy, so I'm excited to get rid of those at the end of the semester. I have a bunch of candy, and then I have some bullshit. There's like pens, and then my Korean workbooks, which I haven't touched in quite a while. Back when I was actively learning Korean, I was using Talk to Me in Korean, and I worked my way all the way through level 1, and I was actually pretty decent at it, but then last year I had to take German. It was a gen ed requirement, so I had to take German, and learning another language at the same time as Korean was too confusing, so I had to drop it for a little while, and I just haven't really got back into it. Alright, and that is it for my room tour this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Upcoming videos, I still have to finish my Madoka Kanmei work log. I have one more part of that. I just need to finish editing it. I have a couple parts that kind of got lost in like all my moving and SD card transferring and all those BS, so I have to refilm a couple parts, so that should be up. And then I have a moving vlog that I recorded. I still have the footage for that, it just hasn't been edited, so you guys will get that at some point. I don't know if that's gonna come before or after this. And I also have a like outline script thing for a Masquerade 101 video all about cosplay competitions, so I have footage from that. I'm not really happy with how that was filmed, so I think I'm going to refilm that sometime soon, hopefully, and get that out for you. I'm not gonna really push myself to stick to a specific YouTube uploading schedule just because now with class and my 2 jobs and everything, I'm pretty much working close to 50 hours a week. I don't really have a lot of free time, so when I do have free time, I prefer to spend it relaxing with my roommates or taking care of my fish or hanging out with my boyfriend or something like that. Or online shopping for K-pop albums that I do not need. Yeah, I will try to start getting more content put out for you guys because I do truly enjoy YouTube, even though I don't get paid for it anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!